Revenge films.
After Mom's father passed away, my mother and I lived together. But I'm the one who does all the chores at home. My mother doesn't cook or clean the house. When my father was still alive, even though my mother didn't like to do chores, she cooked for us and washed the laundry. However, in her 50s, she got ill, and after my father passed away, my mother stopped doing anything. All she does now is eat junk food and lie on the couch. But she raised me from birth until now, so I thought that it was my responsibility to take care of her. I can look after her because I can do my work from home, and I wasn't feeling stressed out that much. However, my mother was born in a different era, so she doesn't really understand what working from home means. She also doesn't seem to understand what kind of work I do. She probably thinks that I'm unemployed and a shut-in. Sometimes she even tells me to get a job. I have professional qualifications and I receive job requests from all over the country, so I never had a problem getting to work. I also had enough income. However, no matter how much I explain this to my mother, she doesn't understand this concept at all. We had debt accumulated before my father's passing. I was also the one who paid that off monthly. One day, while I was living such a life, I received a call from my older brother. My brother is already married and lives in a different place now, but when our father passed away, he pushed all the responsibilities to me and ran away. When I answered his call, he didn't even ask how I was doing or if I was available that day. He just told me to keep a certain day available because he has something to say to me. Then he ended the call abruptly. Well, I don't have any plans that day, so I didn't overthink until that day came. Then that day arrived. My older brother came together with his wife. Apparently, they left their 3-year-old son to the care of his wife's parents. I didn't know that the something he wanted to talk about was very serious, but when I realized that, I started to feel nervous and frightened. Then my brother said,
"We decided to live together with Mother, so get out of this house."
I was speechless after hearing what he said because it was very unexpected. I'm the one who took care of our mother, so I didn't understand why I was the one who needed to leave the house. It seems like they already discussed this without me. Apparently, our mother wanted to live together with her cute little grandchild instead of living together with me. I'm the one who looked after her all this time, but...
I'm tired of looking after you. Pack up your things and leave.
I was shocked when she shouted those words at me. She's tired of looking after me, but I'm the one who looked after her. She didn't do any of the chores at home, like cleaning or cooking. How does she think we were able to afford what we have now? If I didn't put money into the household, she wouldn't be able to afford any of it. I thought she'd understand that. However, it seems like both my mother and brother don't understand that. Well, it's most probably because my mother talked him into it. As for my brother, he had that triumphant look on his face and said,
"As the firstborn, I need to take care of our mother."
He said it with a smirk. When I saw both my mother and my sister-in-law nod to that, something snapped inside me. Nothing mattered to me anymore. Okay, understood. I'll pack my things and leave. Happy now?
Sure, you better be thankful to us for letting you stay in this house.
That's what my brother said. And as for my mother, she didn't seem to be interested in me. So I packed up my stuff and my computer with me and left. As for the rest of my things, I decided I'd just get them back later. I decided to go to an internet cafe in the meantime. When I left, everyone was smirking. I started contemplating what I'd been doing this whole time. I felt pity for myself, but just like they asked me to do, I handed Mom's care to my older brother. I decided that from now on, I will live as I please. By the way, I started to understand what my brother was scheming. My older brother has always been extravagant with his spending, and he was always in debt. I also know about the fact that when our father was still here with us, my brother used to borrow money from him. He probably thinks that our mother still has the inheritance from our father. That's why he kicked me out of the house. That way he doesn't have to pay rent and he'll acquire Dad's inheritance. Also, if Mom does the housework, he doesn't have to spend money or make an effort to clean. But unfortunately for him, that's impossible. Well, since he told me to leave, I'll gladly do so. I also don't care anymore about my mother and my sister-in-law who threw me away like a piece of garbage. Starting the next day, I immediately searched for a fully furnished condo. I found one immediately. As long as I have my laptop and internet, I can work anywhere. There was no inconvenience. I wasn't living together with my messy mother anymore, and I don't have to cook according to her preference anymore. I can eat what I want to eat and even eat out. I didn't really feel a lot of stress living with my mother, but when I realized how free and amazing living alone feels, I was very happy. Also, maybe it's because I was living alone that I was able to focus more on my work, and it resulted in me being able to handle twice as much work as before. Of course, my income increased significantly. I work from home, but it's a professional career, so it was not only highly compensated from the start, it became even higher. My brother moved into our parents' house after I left, but 1 month later, my older brother called me. He told me to just come to the house. Well, I had an idea why he wanted me to go home. I still have some of my things left there, so I headed home to get those too. The second I arrived at the house, my brother showed me a debt collection statement.
What is the meaning of this? How dare you run away when you're knee-deep in debt?
He shouted at me, so I showed him my father's name on the paper. It was his debt and not mine. I've never been in debt, and I told him that I was the one who was paying his debt before my brother kicked me out. He then asked me where the inheritance was. I told him that it was all gone after building the grave. He was shocked when he heard this information. Then my sister-in-law, who was standing next to my brother, said,
Then why did we even come to live together with your mother?
I don't give a shit about people who are blinded by money. Well, I did predict that this would happen, but it was too spot on, so I was surprised. Even if my brother stopped living together with our mother, his family already moved out of their previous place, so they don't have a place to go. Not to mention the fact that there's debt to be paid. When he learned about the inheritance, he turned pale. After that, my brother kept calling me on the phone. Apparently, it's a huge mess at home. When my brother said he wouldn't take care of our mother anymore, she was furious. My sister-in-law was enraged because it was different from what he promised her. She doesn't have a job, so she should at least help with the chores at home. My mother is probably starting to regret and think that it was better living with me, but that's not my concern anymore. My older brother still thinks I'm unemployed, so he wasn't convinced why I was able to pay the debt, and also why was I able to afford the daily expenses, so he kept on asking me. So I showed him my bank book where the payments from my clients were printed.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. I realized that living together with family is the best. So please come back. Please, I beg you.
He immediately replied to me. But after all those bad things he did to me, I can't find it in myself to forgive him. So I rejected his apology and request. Apparently, my brother showed my income to our mother. Because of that, my mother started calling me again and again.
I misunderstood you before. Oh, please come back. I can't live without you. There's this bag that I really want. You can afford that with your income, right? I'm so stressed out, I might get depressed, so please buy me the bag. How about we live together again?
I heard her say in the series of voicemails she sent me. I'll be changing my phone number soon, so I just ignored them. Then, 3 months later, the house was taken away from them. I heard that they were kicked out from there. I heard that the three of them now live in a shabby apartment, but our mother and my sister-in-law kept arguing every day, and they eventually went bankrupt. That's what I heard from my relatives. My relatives knew about the fact that I was kicked out of the house by my family, so they told me that karma finally got my mother and brother, so I don't have to worry. I didn't hold a grudge against my mother, and I didn't really care about my older brother, but after getting kicked out of the house and spoken ill of, I'm not stupid enough to help them after all those bad things they did to me. So I'll live my life without getting involved in their shenanigans. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of this video? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.